And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
Hello, everyone. I am Morgan Danielle. And that was a silent hello from Luco Stashus Blaze. And we are here with Webmaster Greg,
we have
attempting to run the board
sound guys tonight. We got Greg. We don't have a nickname for Greg. Webmaster Greg. That's not a cool nickname.
Okay, well.
We got that guy, Bill.
Finally back in the flesh.
Cheers, brother. And Rabbi Dave.
Bulbasaur Rabbi.
And we also have Baby Rabbi Dave. Baby Rabbi Dave is the reason Dave has his dad dick.
It's Rabbi Dave.
Rabbi Dave. Yes. And tonight we are here with Mordatorium.
What's up? Cheers.
Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and who's missing in the band and what you guys do in the band? Who's introducing? This is the second time you guys have been on, correct?
Yes.
Even third. Second. Okay.
I wasn't on the first time.
No.
Right. But you've been here before.
Yeah, hi, everybody who's listening out there. My name's Nigel Bravo, and you know I do a lot of good things. Some of these good things I do with these good people in Mordatorium. I play bass for them, but I also swing my hair around, and I drink the most.
That's perfect. As he takes a sip, gingerly.
Yeah, that's what I do.
This is Jay Money. No, this is Jared Minch. I play rhythm guitar in Mordatorium and also play the special instrument of extra dildos.
Oh.
I don't even know what that means. I just made it up on the spot.
He drinks the second most. I'm Andrew Osterbahn. Some people know me as East Road or Bones or whatever.
Bones.
And I play the kazoo.
Yeah.
And who are we missing tonight?
This weird lady named Pearl who
here.
hits things. Oh, yeah, she's here in ghost form is what she wanted us to say.
In ghost form.
Ghost form.
She killed herself just for the show. She's going to revive herself later, but just so her ghost could be here.
Voodoo. I have a witch doctor friend. We talked it out, got a good deal on it.
Sounds good.
Okay, rock and roll.
So she's right over there.
Okay.
She plays drums.
See the shadow in the
Charlie,
corner.
watch out. She's right behind you. Oh, she just touched your ear.
Come on, Pearl, don't do that.
With her tongue. She touched your ear with her tongue.
What a weirdo.
Oh, look at him. He's getting all...
He's blushing.
Yeah, cut that out.
He's blushing.
Cut that out.
Eat them chips, boy.
You act like you've never been sexually assaulted by a
ghost
before.
Yeah, right?
Come on.
Oh,
She's a
it's
ghost.
the best.
That means she can't be living, though, right?
No,
Not at the moment.
She killed herself for the show.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I got the witch doctor's going to bring her back before practice.
You got to pay attention, man. Things go fast.
Further confirming that he drinks the second most.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about...
what's been going on with you guys since the last time you were on?
The history update.
The history update.
Well, we're a real band now. That's probably the major thing that's happened. Previously, the last time on here, it was a bedroom band that I would do.
What's
and
the difference? What does bedroom band do?
A bedroom band writes music specifically for couples in the bedroom during the act of love. The act may be physical. It may be, maybe it's not physical. Maybe
Maybe we just let Nigel talk the whole night. This is going to be great.
But no, a bedroom band means, it was just a side project that he wrote in his bedroom.
Yes. So, just love making music that I would upload to the internet. I started, making CDs, gradually getting more professional with it, jamming with these guys on occasion.
Well, I got kicked out of the band at one point. Do we want to talk about that?
Well,
we'll
you
talk
brought
about
it
that.
up.
I actually
Obviously
don't.
You're okay with this.
I actually don't remember this.
Let's talk about that a little bit later.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I think anyone who was into the band prior to like a year ago was like just kind of arbitrarily in the band, where I didn't really think about it too much.
I was going to be replaced. You just won't say it.
Like, I have no knowledge of this.
Sure. Anyway, we'll skip that.
Well, anyway.
I'm here now. That's all that matters.
You're here now. Clearly, you were the best candidate out of the myriad of guitar players that
really? I beat his brother?
Rolled through the door periodically. So,
the head nod of
congrats.
approval. Congrats. Congratulations.
So I'm an official member now, right? I mean,
Maybe.
Okay. So since the last time you guys were on, you brought a full length out tonight. Can you want to pass it over to me, Greg?
Yes.
Or Dave?
It's the third full length. It's the second real full length.
Don't talk about the ones that aren't real, Andrew.
As opposed to fake full length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas we put out the CD, but there was no disc inside to trick everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So when did this come out?
That came out originally in August of 2013.
And it's called?
No, wait. No, I lied. 2014. It's not that old.
It says 2015 on it.
Yes, that is because
that's the re-released master.
Yes, I was getting to that. So, yeah, we made it sound better, and then put it out again this year.
Second time, better than the first.
So it has been re-released recently.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The drums, some of the drums on there are redone, or is that?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's sampled drums on there because I'm a cheapskate and record in my bedroom. So we resampled some of the drums are a little different on there now, which is cool.
So this full length is called Raw.
Yes.
Was it called Raw when it was originally released?
Yes, which was kind of an intentional pun. It's slightly less raw now. It's a little more polished, but only slightly. It still sounds pretty ugly.
Why didn't you just call it slightly raw?
Slightly less raw.
And then all the artwork and stuff, is that different from the original?
Nah, the only thing that looks different between that and the other is the 2015 and the 2014. But they actually have different sets of bonus tracks on them, which aren't listed in there.
Is it a song off Injustice for All featuring no bass?
Nah, I wish.
No, but you did do it in Justice for All song at one point. Not for this album, though.
Yeah, back on the first album, which is the not really real one, I guess.
I remember we played
a cover of Harvester of Sorrow.
I like that cover. That was a good cover.
It's cool.
And then this artwork of these two little gnome guys sawing this dude in half. Oh my goodness!
It's a medieval woodcut that I found. So
where did this drawing come from?
Somewhere
Let me refresh
from the
your
Middle
mind.
Ages.
Okay, you just found it in a book, and you're like,
yeah, I just found it looking around, and I'm like, that looks fucking gross, and so
I like to
I wanted to
imagine
use it.
that it's a couple of kids, and now these kids, they're not necessarily bad kids, but they're not the greatest of kids. They're not good boys. So these boys, they saw this traveler who was just asking for directions. They're like, hey, town's that way, but they pointed him to the abandoned alley, and then they caught him, and they strung him up, and then they sawed his dick off.
Upside down.
Oh, boy.
Whatever.
Sawed him from crotch up to the head, hung upside down.
They sawed him from taint to his head.
So I've actually been reading a lot more about that lately, and sadly, all the recorded cases so far actually had them sawing from the head first.
How do you do that?
Though there was one case
you
where
want him to feel the pain.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there was one case where they started doing that, and they got part way down his head when the people. This was in Morocco, I think in actually the 1700s maybe.
Morocco used to be beautiful.
Yeah, and so anyway, the kids of the royal family or whatever or something, they said no, he's gonna die too fast, flip him over. And then they tried flipping him over, but, I don't know, everyone got too grossed out, I guess. So then they flipped him back over and then just kept going from the head.
And the guy was still alive during that whole time?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
So
You're making me dizzy, though.
And
yeah.
in this picture, they look like two little gnome guys, and then the one of his hands is like claws. Look at that. You
Yeah,
see
all that artwork is so silly.
The claw fingers he's got?
Recently I looked up
Freddy Krueger as a boy.
Yeah.
So I was looking up some other kind of execution, which had it where they open their stomach and pull the intestines out and tie it around a pole and then crank it and crank all the intestines out.
Oh, my God.
And what I noticed, though, is another piece of art like that, and the executioners look totally ridiculous there, too. One of them had these, red pants, and the other one just had no pants.
Well, yeah.
Pants.
Well,
and I guess that's
know
how you
if
would do
I'm,
it.
If I'm going to torture someone, I'm not wearing pants.
Yeah. It just holds you back.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point? It's like
None.
if you go to a museum, you got to touch the paintings. That's the point of going there. Otherwise, I'll just Google the paintings.
Yeah, so all I know is that these medieval executioners were a bunch of weird people.
Oh yeah. Well, why don't we go ahead and play one of the tracks off the CD? We got how many tracks are on this bad boy?
12. There's 9, and there's 3 bonus tracks.
Okay. Did you want to play the bonus tracks tonight, or just the regular tracks, or what?
One of them probably. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what track did you guys want to play first? Here's the CD if you need any refreshing.
Let's play Stockholm Syndrome.
Yes, let's play that one.
Okay, and that
this song
is
it's a pretty much a love song.
1, 2, 3. That's track 4.
Yeah, it's about someone who loves someone else, and the other one doesn't really love them back at first, but then they eventually do after being locked in a basement for long enough.
Oh yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
perfect.
And then the first person starts getting bored with it because they kind of liked when the other one didn't love them back, you know?
Yeah, I mean, when that love is reciprocated, it doesn't feel
not-
that good.
Well, let's do it. Mordatorium
you
off
go.
the album Raw with the song Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm This is Dave on the Metal Experience, and I play drums in the band Alethea. And not only do we make orgasms out of your ears, we make good friends too. I'm gonna introduce you to my bandmates right over here. I'm Jake.
I'm Jake.
I'm Zach. And that's the sound of you coming.
And we're back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Stashless Blaze and our three crazy sound guys, Webmaster Greg, Rabby Dave, and that guy Bill. And of course we have Mordatorium here tonight. And we just heard track number 4 off the Raw CD that they brought called Stockholm Syndrome. And we were discussing the crazy love story behind that song.
Oh, it's a beautiful love story.
Hold on, I have the lyrics.
It doesn't disturb me in any way when I sing it. I don't think, wow, why the fuck did I write that?
Recite some of those for us.
Yeah, you go. Feel free.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me find my favorite line.
Like, dude.
Talk amongst yourself.
Okay, well,
It's probably a few gems.
Andrew, what was going through your mind when you wrote this?
I want to write some fucked up stuff.
Isn't that the whole album?
That's most of the album, yeah. I want to write something that I'm going to feel uncomfortable with later.
I like this one just because it's got a funny word in there. And now as you come to welcome my lust.
See, that one's actually not supposed to be meant that way.
I know, but that's how I took it.
But in the first song,
of course.
in the first song, there is a line about cum that is.
Oh,
is
not that
kind.
cum.
Yeah,
not that cum, but
It's a different
like
sort of cum.
because in the first song, there's covered in cum and thrown in the river. There's,
oh yeah.
but
What?
that and with that song, it's actually just not meant sexually in that particular
Is that song
line.
Raw?
No, that's the coffin one.
Oh, well, the song Raw is about not wearing a condom.
Oh yeah.
It's-
Okay.
That song, to be truthful, we do always introduce it that way, but it's actually about this old woman who was a landlord and had a bunch of old tenants who she would collect from automatically somehow or something. And she
like
had
an
this
auto pay
yes. So she had this scheme where she would kill them and bury them in the back, and then get new tenants and then collect double the rent. So
and that's what Raw is about?
yeah, and then eventually it would start to rain when it came to be a certain time of the year, and things started to smell really, really bad in that apartment building, and people started to complain. And finally, eventually, the cops came and dug up the backyard and found a whole bunch of bodies down there.
Is that based on a true story?
Yes, that is a very true story. It happened in, I think, in Pennsylvania. It might have happened in California. I don't know. I got to read about it again. But Google the Garden of Bones. I believe it'll come up.
Garden of Bones would have been a better song name.
It's in the chorus.
Hey, Andrew, well, hold up, G. Like, is there any songs on the album that
aren't
I
about
don't
murder?
play that aren't like pornographic?
Well, that's not pornographic.
I mean, you got all kinds of goofy.
You got
shit
old
going on.
ladies
That's
killing
just
renters.
murder.
Oh no, there are some.
I don't think
crazy-
she raped any of them. I think she just killed them.
She just raped him in the mouth.
Rape them in the mouth.
There
tie
are,
him to the
there are
radiator.
some
There's only
words in here, like sentences that you could twist and make it sexual.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, listen to Nigel here.
Only 3
I mean,
of
this is all
those
news to
songs
me.
reference rape. 4 of those songs.
I don't know. Wait, such an evil man I am, and yet you call me savior. In your misguided love, I am your world. And now, as you come to welcome my lust, the thrill of the crime fades away.
Isn't that a beautiful love song?
Isn't that about rape?
Here.
I mean, probably.
So
all of these lyrics are pretty sexy.
See, that's what I'm saying.
For instance, if you turn
The
to
lechery is probably the sexiest.
if you turn to the
That one's for the
lechery,
ladies.
This overwhelming urge to end your life, twisted wild by my
think we should-
impulsive love.
Hold on a minute. I think we should just let them,
baby.
interpret the lyrics the
Nigel,
way they want.
yeah, I
shrugged
don't
it
wanna-
off, and that was perfect.
I don't want to
not
put the meaning
dig too deep
across.
into this.
Yeah.
Interesting shit, shall I?
Make what you will.
Yeah.
Well, you said
Of
you
it.
said Raw was about the old burying bodies in the backyard.
Yeah.
Well, we got 10-ish tracks we're gonna play tonight. So why don't we go ahead? I know we just played one, but now I kind of want to let everyone hear what Raw is all about.
Dig up the bodies.
The self-titled track off of the Raw full-length CD. Greg, you want to play this shit, son?
Thank And now a word from D. Reeds of One Steel Wound.
Spoken poetry for the metal experience. Eat my cock, eat my cock. Don't spit on it, that ain't classy. Eat my cock, oh won't you eat my cock. No handies, let's get nasty. Eat my ass, stir it with your hands. Eat my ass, spread brown, take me to class. You're listening to the Metal Experience.
You're listening to the Metal Experience with Mordatorium.
Woo! And we just heard another track off of the Raw full length. It was...
This time I know it was Raw.
It was Raw.
It was the title track.
It was Raw. The song about having unprotected sex with old ladies.
With old women.
In backyards,
In
right?
backyards.
This is what I'm talking about.
So what I do have to say, though, is, that I thought it was so cool that it was an old lady that was a serial killer, like, that she was old, Like, that's... I don't know how she pulled it off.
Here's a question, Andrew. How did she get rid of the bodies if she's so old she can't drag them?
I guess she did.
She buried them.
Where
She
there's
had
a
her
will, there's a
grandson
way.
do it.
Yeah. And then she dug the holes, too.
Dug it up. Dug up the garden.
She was
She must have
determined.
been fit.
She was, like, benching.
She was fit, yeah.
Like I
weightlifting.
said.
7-year-old grandma. with
Deadlifts, 350.
Murder is an art form, and she was an artist.
That's
Boom.
what happens when you don't pay your rent.
Yeah. Or when you sign up for auto pay.
I personally believe that musicians should not have to pay rent.
Just murder people all the time.
Oh, no, I would never hurt anyone, even if they wanted to hurt me or my family.
Just murder, though. Well, we got a couple of new guests in here. Why don't you just peek your heads and tell us who do we have with us?
Well, I
Who
would
all
love
joined
to.
us?
I would love to introduce them. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Introduce themselves. Why not?
Well, I'm gonna have them roll with it. All right.
Just-
So
The
so
man with the pink mic is speaking, guys.
I'm very happy.
Seriously.
This is my job in the band. I roll with everything he says.
The man with the pink mic.
Very happy to see a couple of my friends from another Torium band have arrived. Come on here, introduce yourselves.
Hey. Awesome.
That was Emma.
You find out that the White Walkers can die from the dragon glass or some shit in season 4.
Spoiler alert.
Boom.
And that was Justin, Dr. Sal.
I don't watch it.
I knew that from the books, motherfucker.
Oh.
And over here we have my
Books
other
are for
friend
people who
Mark,
can't afford
who I went to
TVs.
MDF with.
Hey guys, I'm on a radio show. This is pretty cool. How you guys doing?
Yeah, cool.
He's a dude. He's a cool dude.
Well, rock and roll. Well, thanks for coming out, guys. And Charlie's still sitting over there playing with his long locks.
Hey,
Medium length locks.
Medium
Getting
length.
molested
Yeah.
by a
sure you don't want to get a
ghost?
word
Yeah,
in here,
getting
yo?
molested by a ghost still.
Pearl's ghost, to be exact, our
enjoys it, though.
mysterious drummer.
He enjoys it.
She
I don't know.
isn't on Facebook.
Now she's
Don't
got the
try to add
drumsticks
her.
out, and she's hitting people, it looks like.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
really pissing
Drum
me off,
solos.
too. I get enough of that at practice.
Getting smacked on the head. Quit fucking up. Bam.
So with the cover of this CD now, is this supposed to somehow line up to the back of the...
It's a saw execution
Good catch, because
also.
I didn't even catch that at first.
How is that supposed to line up?
Hand it here.
Oh, yeah, let me hand it here.
Very simple. So if you had not removed the booklet and it was like so.
Oh. If it was like...
So you open it like that, just straight across.
Oh,
See?
so it's the saw... Oh, and that's a different whole skull body guy.
Yeah. So see, it's another saw execution, and the fun story here is I modeled for this. I'm both of the characters. So for the one guy, I actually dangled off of my balcony from my legs, and my friend took a picture from below. It was
Painful.
my friend Lauren did the art for this.
Were you naked for it?
I took
brother.
my shirt off, but yeah, not that sexy. So anyway, I am both the executioner and the victim here. This is the highlight. It was the highlight of my modeling career right here.
You have large forearms.
Yeah, there may have been some enhancement there. I don't know. Like
His
they probably
forearms aren't actually that big, guys.
they wanted to make the executioner look a little more intense, I guess. So probably the skinnier dead guy on the front is probably a little more accurate to my physique.
Nice.
Pass that back this way. Let
You're
me see
already
that guy.
bones.
All the
Bones.
That's what I would look like with my own guts spilled all over my face.
It's a good look. I think it suits you. You should consider doing that for future shows.
or horror films. I don't know.
Be hung upside down with your guts hanging all over your face.
Yeah,
Oh, this and the saw is all the way up to your nipples.
Yeah, it's about a nipple height there,
And
so there's a lot of gore.
They've gotten a lot farther than the picture inside the CD case.
Yeah, see, we thought it would be cool to do it at that angle, even though before I thought I really wanted to get like a sewer in there because like below it, so you see all the guts like on the sewer head. But I definitely am very happy with the way it came out.
All right. Being in unbedroom band now, how does your writing process work now that you have other members to collaborate with?
While now other people sometimes they write things and then I have to use it. No.
Here's what happens. He says anyone can, you got some ideas, let's do them. And I'm too busy with active destruction, so I don't contribute anything except a good attitude.
This is true.
And a couple of ideas. I got some songs written. I just
and
haven't
great
showed
stage
them.
presence. Yeah. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, so I guess in detail, the way the songwriting goes is I still mostly just kind of sit and write things and show them to people. Sometimes Jared will throw a riff or two at me, and then he's got a whole song he's working on now, which is awesome. And he's been working on it forever. So
it's because it takes time to write a masterpiece.
Yes, clearly. So that song's going to rule. So he's got like a whole song there and a few riffs here and there. And then with the drum parts, usually I used to write all the drum parts on the stuff before. Now I got lazy and I keep telling Pearl to do it, and she usually will do it. But sometimes she'll be like, no, do it yourself.
She needs to.
Sometimes I still write the drum parts. A lot of times, sometimes we'll sit down together and just bounce ideas back and forth and come up with shit. But yeah.
So in short, I write everything now.
Yeah,
That's
Nigel. It's Nigel's band now, basically. That's the short version.
Are there? Go.
No,
What do
you
want?
go.
I was going to ask right now if you guys had any shows booked.
Yes,
I was going to
yes,
ask
that
about
is,
shows past played.
We got.
We played a lot, and we got many more coming up, and we still even have to record.
All right, everybody, listen. This is the most important part of the night.
What?
Where we tell you to come to Livewire on October 15th. It is a Thursday, and it's going to be a very, very awesome show. We're going to be playing with a couple of our favorite locals, Narcotic and Beyond Death, and then we will be playing with Morbid Saint from Wisconsin.
Nice.
And they're really killer, so it's going to be a great night.
Even though it is a Thursday night, that doesn't mean that we can't have fun, guys.
And get destroyed.
Thursday.
I will be very destroyed before the show even starts.
Really? No.
I promise you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I play bass. It doesn't matter.
Oh, my goodness. So what about all the shows past? What are some of the sweet shows you guys have played recently?
Well, we played a couple beautiful shows with
How
a
can you
beautiful
remember
band
if you're always
named-
destroyed?
We played a couple beautiful shows with a beautiful band named Active Destruction. That was fun.
This is true. And it's funny because one of those shows Nigel played with us, and then the other one he didn't want to play two sets in a row that night.
The other one I was too tired, so I had my replacement, who's a little smaller, doesn't have as much
And a little
muscles as me.
sexier.
I'd say a little less sexy, but hey, that's for you guys to
I'd
decide.
say they're equally both
pushing,
very
pushing.
sexy.
Lisa Jablonski filled in for me on bass at that other show.
And what show was that? Where? What venue?
Cobra Lounge.
She's actually done I think 3 shows with us, 3 shows with us. Yeah.
And isn't Lisa on tour in like
China?
Yeah,
China
in
or
November. Yeah. But anyway, one thing about her is she is on the album on 2 of the songs. We go back and forth on the vocals. It's a duet. So there's a couple tracks like that.
The most brutal
yeah,
duet
it's
ever.
it's some really nice nice duet about sweet love.
Fun fact: I actually went to high school with Lisa.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, really?
What did she look like in high school?
About the same, actually.
Ha got her.
But no, but on a
Got her,
serious
guys.
note, her vocals on the album are amazing.
Yeah, she's
really
always
di-
had
I really
good
dig her
vocals. I
vocals.
remember she's probably gonna kill me for this, but I remember when she was in a high school band called Borzig.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yes. That was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
They did their last show where they stole my old drummer.
What was
Really?
her grade point average in high school?
That I actually don't remember.
Well, I could tell you guys that my grade point
knew that
average
one
was
time?
perfect.
Shit, I didn't even have one. I wasn't there.
Perfect student. Perfect bass man. But sometimes I'm busy, so Lisa fills in for me.
Perfect
It's a good deal.
bass man.
And sometimes she shows up and does some of those songs with us if we're doing them.
I also remember that she was at one point in time part of the Drunken Pirate Crew or
Yeah.
part of the Drunken Pirate Crew.
Fuck pirates, man. Sorry, I gotta say that.
Always stealing shit.
Always stealing booty.
Pirates should stay on the internet or in the bedroom.
They should.
I'm talking about role playing.
They should stay on boats out in the sea
Nigel,
where I don't
after
have
all
to deal
this,
with them.
I'm gonna have to go home and watch a lot of porn now.
Well, that's on you, brother.
Porno night at Jared's house.
Well,
Why watch when you can just make your own?
Oh,
Dude, don't bring it to that level yet.
Yeah,
Let
right.
me have a few
he's
more
got
pitches
stage
here.
fright, man.
He's only half a pitcher in, man. Give him some time. So what's one of the songs featuring Lisa on this CD?
There's the Lechery, and then Apparition features her more. She does most of the vocals on that song. That's I guess I could explain the story with it.
Yes, please do.
So it's a 2-part song.
Okay.
The first part, there's rape and murder, which I'm sure
Of
doesn't
course.
surprise
Hey, Lisa,
you.
can you sing this? It's all about rape and murder.
Yeah, it's about so she's the rape victim there, and
Now, what's this?
that's what I told her. I'm like, when we talked about doing this guest thing, I'm like, all right, now you're just to check, are you gonna be comfortable being the rape victim? She's like, yeah, whatever. So
nice.
So anyway, though,
I mean,
that's
weird.
that song's
Rape victim with some power.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm getting to. So anyway, that song is deplorable, of course, and it didn't sit right with me. I was like, I don't really like this song.
So it sat to the left of you?
Yeah, it sat to the left of me real bad, and I said, I got to do something about this.
So you recorded it and put it on the album.
So yes, so then I wrote the second song where I said, you know what, this guy this narrator, this rapist murder guy, needs to get what's coming to him. So then the second song, Apparition, is where she returns as a ghost and tortures him and makes him kill himself. So that's also pretty brutal.
The first one was the Lechery. So it's
Yes.
those two are a 2-part story.
Yes.
Well, let's fucking rock those two. I mean, we got a ton of tracks to play tonight.
All
You
right,
guys
play
wanna
them
do 'em?
both.
So those are tracks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and
7
8.
and 8, yeah.
Let's
Okay.
do it, Dave. You're
You
so
can hear the lovely Lisa
pretty.
Jablonski screaming her guts out on this love song penned by Andrew, but based upon ideas I originally whistled.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Apparition Well, I expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
Does that mean anything?
We're back.
Blasting your ass
And we're
or
back to
something?
the Metal Experience.
Talking about ass blasting.
We're talking about ass blasting with full hands, opened, by the way. And we
well,
just heard.
I thought you had to go in
open
like with a
ball.
fist and then open your hand.
No, it was just
No.
straight open.
When you're fisting, you go in like this, and then you make the fist when you're inside.
So
you
for
go
the
in
viewers,
with your fingers like
then you open it.
So for the
And
listeners,
to explain it, yeah.
Explain your hand motion right there.
It's like
goose.
Like you're like make a goose's head.
Yeah, it's a goose head, man.
And you
Go
go
in
up
goose
like
head.
that. You go up like the goose,
Like
and then
a
you make the
goose.
fist, because otherwise you're not going to get a whole fist up there.
You know, I didn't actually intend for things to get so sexual tonight, but
Look at
I guess I wrote those lyrics, so
season
Yeah, if you
season
wanna
vet
Well,
over here.
Join
Rape
in
is
on the
sex.
fun. Fitch's
I mean-
Spare Keys in Elmhurst is the place to be.
If
That's
it-
where we're at.
if it hasn't become clear yet, I was watching a lot of Law and Order SVU at the
Uh-huh.
time.
So do I.
bum,
So
bum,
Jared hates that
bum.
That
show.
was, I guess, a rapey part of my life.
Hey,
So-
since we're kind of podcasting live-ish, are we going to have people come in live and sit down and watch you guys?
Yeah, we can do
I
all
mean,
of that.
people have already started to
Well,
do that.
we just
I'm
heard
just
There-
saying,
there
like
are
inviting people, not just like, oh hey, these are
no,
people we know.
people can
Oh.
show
Well,
up.
we just heard a twofer from Mordatorium, and those tracks were
The Lechery and Apparition,
boom, and those were about
featuring our friend Lisa.
rape,
Yeah,
and then Ghost
Wow.
coming back to haunt.
For the record, I don't support any of the lyrics about rape.
Speaking of some of our ghosts that are in attendance, I did realize something during the break when we were talking earlier about who's been writing the songs and stuff. You know, gotta give credit where credit's due. So it did occur to me with some of the newer things we've been writing now that on the plane ride back from MDF, Pearl started writing some really wacky guitar parts on her computer, and we are using them. So
And I'm not
so
too
she's
happy about
contributing.
trying to learn this crazy material.
Yeah, there's one of these riffs is pretty hard to play, but
I'll just
sounds
play
cool.
the guitar part. Guys, I'm the best.
So anyway, yeah, she
Wow.
has some random contributions
Wow.
in that aspect as well.
I mean, we could admit it. We're-
It's
right?
true. Nigel Bravo
No.
is certainly the most talented one
Air high
in the
five.
band.
I'll play
So-
all the parts.
But don't let it get to his head.
You said you were coming back
Yeah,
from
alright.
what is MDF?
Maryland Death Fest.
Oh yes,
Of course.
of course. That was a little while ago, though.
Yeah.
Back in May, yeah.
All these guys went without me because they don't like the bass.
I love Nigel.
Well, I
Your
wasn't.
ass just couldn't afford it, you
I
broke
wasn't
ass.
invited.
You broke ass.
Shit.
I wasn't invited, and I decided to give money to a better cause. To
What, your beer allowance?
No, to musicians who can't afford strings. It's a charity I set up a couple years ago, and I set up two charities: the Home for Wayward Musicians and Musicians Without Strings. And
What
you
about that school for kids who can't read good?
could,
And do other things well.
but yeah, sorry.
Well, with that being said, Dave, it's been a while.
Yes.
About time we take it away.
I remember you.
I remember you. Wasn't it
Doesn't
someone?
everybody?
Jesus?
Yeah, wasn't that like the?
I can't remember. Someone did that multiple times, all over your face, neck,
Neck
and
and
chest. Boom. So you paused it really quick.
I
Throw
hold
that
it.
little sweeper in there, and then we'll come back in.
Could I speak to the drug dealer of the house, please?
Let's hear it from the soundboard.
Hey, you come in, Dave.
Well, I mean, it's fucking. I thought I'm not queued up because the sweepers are all fucking weird on this thing.
Fucking sweeping.
No, they're not. They're perfect.
I do pretty clean sweep arpeggios, guys. Even on bass.
So,
Anyway,
Dave.
So, yeah, Rancid is gonna play "And Out Come the Wolves" in full at next year's Gozer Rock.
All right. All right.
And where's that at?
Gozer Rock is in Belgium, I believe.
Okay. What else you got for us? You beautiful bitch.
Kung Fu Records is going to release Tsunami Bomb's rarities titled "Trust No One."
All right. All right.
The tracks on the song include a rare version of "Lemonade" from 1999.
Lemonade.
Yeah, it's an actually really awesome song by
Like
Tsunami Bomb.
PB.
My
No.
lemonade
Oh.
brings all the boys to the
No.
Bingo.
And for some reason, 41 is to headline next year's Kerrang tour.
What?
What isn't that a metal magazine?
No,
Kerrang?
I thought Kerrang was.
Kerrang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kerrang, I
does
thought that was metal.
Alternative and metal too.
Oh.
Yeah, they're headlining it for some reason.
And some 41.
An alternative to what? To something good?
Boom. Zinger.
Got him.
Nicely
Yeah,
put.
don't they have like only 2 of the original members? Because the one guy got fat and then the other guy like left.
Are those the band that does the song Scotty Doesn't Know?
Yeah.
I
No.
bang his
No,
girlfriend
that's
in movie
not.
Euro Trip.
No,
No,
That should be them, though.
it's not them.
it's
That
not.
was Matt Damon. Sorry.
That is Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Am I the only one not excited about his movie The Martian?
No.
I don't want to watch Matt Damon in space. I don't want to watch him ever.
I think that the ending to The Martian should be Ben Affleck just flying through space as dressed as Batman, and he has to
Boom.
go save him.
Done.
And then they go back
I'm
to
coming for
Boston.
you, man.
There's been a lot of posts saying with Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, and then
and
Interstellar.
Then Interstellar. Now this one that America spent too much money saving Matt Damon.
Like they have like a number like $7.4
Yeah.
billion trying to save Matt Damon.
All I'm saying is if Matt Damon was dying next to me and all he needed was a hand to lift him up from like the water or the quicksand, I wouldn't help him. Brutal.
No,
you hear that, Matt Damon?
What you do is you pull him out and you take his wallet, you push him back in.
There you go.
I pull him out and I say, "Hey, Matt Damon, let's hang out and
Never, and then you throw him back in.
let's hang out and let's do everything, but can you pay for it
I mean, for saving his life, he might.
for Saving Private Ryan?"
No.
All right, continue, Dave.
CJ Ramon is announcing a European tour.
With himself?
It's his band. They just go by CJ Ramon.
Okay, CJ Ramon and the CJ Ramones.
Sure, why not?
What else you got for us, Dave?
The band H2O streamed their new album, Use Your Voice.
Okay.
The Lawrence Arms will announce first annual War on Christmas.
Christmas.
Nice, perfect.
At the Double Door.
What do you guys feel about Christmas? I personally don't like it.
I'm all for giving people gifts, but I don't think it should be on a certain day. I think you should give people gifts whenever the fuck you want.
Awesome.
Yeah, so the lineup is December 10th, Sadness and Despair with Off With Our Heads and Rapids. December 11th, Drinking and Rivalry with Red City Radio and Turnspit. And December 12th is Love and Triumph with the Methatones and the Lippies.
The Lippies.
All at the Double Door.
All right.
Yeah, it's sponsored, I guess,
I
promoted
like
by
the Double Door. Double Door is cool.
Very.
I've never been. I've walked by it, though, a couple of times.
I saw Andrew W.K. sing Ramon songs with Marky Ramone on drums
shit.
at Double Door.
What?
Nice.
I saw Andrew Jackson Jihad at the Double Door.
I saw...
Andrew W.K.
I saw...
sing.
No, I did see Andrew W.K. at the Double Door a separate time, but I also saw... I went on a date with a beautiful woman, and I took her to go see mud wrestling from a roller derby team at the Double Door.
Nice.
Perfect.
It was no, it was spaghetti wrestling. That's what
Ooh,
it was,
even
not
better.
mud wrestling. They were wrestling in spaghetti, and the refs were terrible.
Can I ask you
there
a
was
question?
like 8 counts when it should have been a 3 count. So,
Did you get hungry at all?
oh yeah, no, I ate pizza afterwards.
Oh,
So,
no spaghetti.
well, I'm not going to eat
Same
spaghetti.
thing, spaghetti pizza, same
They were
shit. If you think
there
about
was there was this creepy black dude in the front who was eating spaghetti off the chick's feet, and I was like, ew.
Oh. Okay. Continue, Dave.
You know, if they got booked doing
yeah.
that at the Gathering of the Juggalos, he'd probably get paid a lot of money.
Yeah. Why not?
Probably. Sad world.
Anyway, yeah,
Andrew's lost.
But fun. I also spent my New Year's Eve at the Double Door once.
Once.
Yeah,
What did you do there?
we ate food and we bought stuff.
Like what? Drugs?
drinks and
Crack
stuff.
cocaine?
No.
Hookers?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah, cool.
Pretty vague.
He bought a hat.
You bought a hat. I bought a cool green
and
hat.
some new shoes.
Then I tried to spend. Well, we weren't satisfied there, so we tried to go to the Cobra Lounge.
We're
and
not
it was, like, filled
satisfied with
it
the
was, like,
stuff
at
that you
capacity.
can sell us.
So then we had to go back. It kind of
Well,
sucked, but
yeah,
whatever.
that's a far way to go.
That's not so bad.
It's a lot of blocks.
I wasn't walking. I drove.
Oh, then it's
ran.
probably like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, to have to turn back around and go Okay. What else you got for us, Delicious Dave?
Last thing here is this band Bottom Feeder, which features members of Gaslight Anthem and Let Me Run and More, announced a new EP.
Okay. Well, thanks, Dave. That was it was nice to have you back.
Nice to hear your voice.
Nice to hear your voice and see that beautiful smile, that fucking monster dad dick you got.
Absolutely.
Well, well, we just we got more songs to get through. Not to get through, but to fucking rock out to. What's another Mordatorium song you guys want to play? Why don't we do the first track? We haven't even done that yet.
Yeah. Open it up.
And what's the first track called?
It's called "May the Coffin Hold You Close."
And what's that bad boy about?
It's about
murder.
Okay.
It's about cuddling, of course.
It's about waking up in a coffin, but it's not your coffin, which is the confusing part.
It's actually about my guitar being in its coffin case.
Boom.
I mean, basically, that was the first set of lyrics I wrote for this album, and it was pretty straightforward. I sat down and said, I want to come up with something that's really, really disgusting, and then that's what it was. That song, I definitely had been watching too much SVU.
If you want coffins on the cheap, just get them from Costco.
You can get coffins at Costco?
Yes, you're right.
you
You're
can.
correct there.
You
I seen that, and I was like, what the?
You could get
Costco
barrels
is
of whiskey from
truly amazing.
Costco. Don't ask me how I know that.
What?
I bought one.
How much was it?
Can we
It's
go to
250
Costco? Like,
bucks.
That's it?
are they
Well,
still
this
gonna
old
be open
lady was
after
like
this?
getting a coffin to after she killed her husband. I was like, and it was like this wooden piece of shit.
All I can afford is this wooden piece of shit for this asshole. So you got a $250 barrel?
Actually, it was a lot more than that.
How much?
I think it was like 500 plus.
Okay.
For a whole barrel, though.
I don't know how much was in it.
You should have used that money for your No Strings charity.
Hey,
Oh!
just because I'm the CFO of the charity doesn't mean I donate to it, guys. Come on.
Hey, wait a minute. If it's for musicians without strings, are drummers just like up a creek or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh, drummers don't play strings, so
Drummers
they have no
without
place.
sticks.
They have no place in my heart.
You get them
Drummers
sticks?
without
No love for the drummers.
Here's the thing. I make strings sing. That's what I do. I play ukulele. I play guitar. I play bass. I play piano, which is a stringed instrument in my book. Fuck anyone else.
By like a wide margin, you're kind of stretching.
Oh, it's strings making the sounds.
What
I
about
rest
an
my
electronic
case.
piano?
Well, that's all electronics. That's something an electrician would play. But drummers, they need their sticks, I guess, but they don't get it from my charity. Too bad.
Sorry, guys. Too
Anyway,
bad. Well, let's hear Mordatorium. May the coffin hold you close. Let's do it.
the coffin hold you close. May the coffin hold you close. Chills as your time comes slow.
You're listening to the Metal Experience.
We've assembled a collection of bands who have drummers.
I do magic.
Well, it's easy if you try, Dick. Now sit back and listen.
Woo! And we just heard May the Coffin Hold You Close off of Mordatorium's Raw.
And someone dropping a
EP.
beer.
And someone dropping a beer.
Shame on you. You already did that when you got here, so.
Yeah. I made a mistake earlier.
Oh, no. But it wasn't a
and
beer.
It cost me my ability to drink.
Oh, I was joking about that.
Oh, no, but I was not.
Oh, okay. When I told him at the beginning of the show, Mike, you're cut off. You can't drink anymore.
Oh, no, I cut myself off there.
Okay, good. I was like, oh, have you not been drinking because I said that to you? Because I was joking about that.
You know, at the beginning of the show, before it even started, Andrew spilled his cider all over the table.
I sure did. I drank
was it
only
all
a
over the
small
chips and
amount of
salsa?
it.
And out of my blue suede shoes.
No.
It was a sad day for anyone who enjoys alcohol.
Or chips and salsa.
To see it.
Or apple juice, I guess.
Or tables.
I personally don't like ciders. I think, I'm a simple man. I want my booze to taste like booze. I want to taste the alcohol. Same with my computers. I don't like Macs. I want a computer, not a fucking cigarette case.
That's why he only drinks Slivovitz.
Okay.
That sounds sexual.
Slivovitz. I only drink Slivovitz.
Give her the
I'm saying, if you want to drink alcohol that just tastes like alcohol.
I drink Jewel brand vodka and Jewel brand whiskey.
I would say that.
Speaking of which, where's your
always
shot,
hams.
Nigel? Your dildo shot.
Yeah, for those of you listening, Jared has to buy me a shot for every time he said dildos on the show, and so far he just owes me two.
I'm surprised he hasn't said it a lot more. It's probably because of the deal that he's trying to hold back desperately, I'm sure.
He probably doesn't want to pay
he's
for
a
it.
fucking dildo.
Oh.
Boom.
There
Have you guys ever had or even seen Spiritus Rectificawani?
What the fuck?
It's like the most
Is that the
hardcore
second Ace
booze
Ventura movie?
ever. Even more brutal than Everclear, because Everclear is like, oh my god, Everclear. It's
So,
like,
I mean, what's the difference between that and just
Where's
grain
it from?
alcohol?
It's from
someplace.
The liquor store down the street.
The liquor store down the street.
Now,
Well, where do they get it from?
Now, have you guys ever heard of the?
Look up Spiritus Rectificawani.
I'll have to look at that up.
So what's like the alcohol percentage?
Whatever
to
Everclear is, it's
twice
just a
as
little
much.
bit more. Just a
Slightly
little bit
more than
yeah.
by
Everclear.
10.
Well, I've had
Mostly alcohol.
I've had moonshine. That made me want to cry blood.
Made me want to
so-
go have sex with my sister.
No. Why do you always got to make it something creepy, man?
You're the one who was with the creepy shit all night.
I think we're all guilty
Why
of
you
that.
always gotta
all
make it
4 of
creepy?
us.
Well, we do play in Mordatorium.
Speaking of Mordatorium, if you like death metal from Chicago, check us out on the internet. We have a couple of websites. Some of them are private.
What are those?
The private ones?
I told you not to talk about them.
Oh, we got mordatorium.com.
.com.
We actually, we've registered the domain, so we have it, but we have not made a
that
website
website's not
yet.
built
So
yet,
that
sorry.
that website does not exist, but it will.
I'm the bass player. I don't know.
Eventually, we do have a web developer in the band, so I'm sure that'll be a
We've
matter
got
of time on
Facebook.
that.
You can find us on Facebook. You could add us each individually or like our band page. You can listen
Or
to us on
both.
Bandcamp.
Just don't creep on my
Yeah,
shit.
the Bandcamp is probably the best place to go to like listen to things or buy things. We recently are on Spotify now, so you can fire that up if you're ever bored at work.
Fired up
If you ever wanted to Spotify,
all over Dave's face, neck, and chest.
That barely even worked, but okay.
I know we're like on like iTunes and shit like that.
Yeah, we're on all
It's not
the,
really a website, but it's a place where you can buy our shit.
you could YouTube us, and you'll probably see videos of me chugging beers while playing the shows.
We have some interesting YouTube
That's what I do.
videos of us having some good times with some good people.
Indeed.
Tell you what, I'll fill this beer up right now, and then I'll chug it for you guys, okay?
I don't think the old MySpace is still up. It's probably not.
Is it not?
It's probably up, but it's probably so like it looks so
Here's
different
the
now.
Mordatorium.
You
It
want
might
to know
not
what
be-
Mordatorium was like in high school 9 years ago? Then,
What, you just younger?
yeah, I don't know. Probably a bunch of dumb kids doing dumb
Chug
stuff.
Chug it, chug it, chug. He just took down a beer.
Yeah, well, I finished my pitcher a long
And
time
then-
ago.
That's what I do.
He just slammed that guy.
Yeah, it looks like Nigel might be getting
Chug
bumped to
it,
second place
chug it,
for who drinks the
chug.
most.
Whoa.
He'll do it.
Everyone,
Yeah, man,
Do
I'm
not-
getting you nachos, yo.
do not
hey, that's
doubt
good.
him.
I should have got that. Anyway, so what's the next?
chug it, chug it.
Well, you have
You
an
just
want to
say chug it,
week,
chug it.
I do.
Is it a metal band?
It is. It's a metal's band. Well, let's go ahead and let's fucking play some metal from different countries.
Oh wait, what was that
That's
fucking liquor?
always
You
a
want
good
how do you
thing.
spell that liquor you want me to look up?
Spiritus. S-P-I-R-A-Tus.
Is this the alcohol we were looking up?
Broken
Spiritus
phones.
what?
Rectificawani.
Wait,
You,
have
Bill,
two
you know what
phones,
it is?
Andrew?
Yeah, he's got a lot of.
Bill knows
He's
what
got
it
a
is.
lot of
Spell it.
pagers too.
Did you
that
find
he wears
it?
on his
I
hat and his
can't spell
jeans
for
because he's a
shit.
drug dealer. That's a '90s
Umlauts.
reference. You see, all you listeners, back in the '90s, drug dealers used to have like 8 different pagers on their hats and on their jeans, and some still do, but
Now they just
most
have
don't.
burner.
Now they have smartphones.
Don't they have those burner phones?
No, most just use their regular phones.
Oh, okay. Okay.
2 phones.
But back in the day, drug dealers used to. Who was dealing drugs because he had 9 pagers on his hat bill.
At this day and age, all the drug dealers are all cops.
Mostly.
Well, I don't want to say anything about that.
Oh, okay.
Did you find it, Dave? Spiritus.
I'm fucking guessing how to spell this at this point. And
Did you guys see the
Google
movie?
searched and auto-populate the word?
No, Greg's gonna spell because I can't spell for shit.
Did you guys see the movie Lawless with Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf?
Yes.
I did.
That's a good movie.
Love
yeah,
it.
It was all right.
It's pretty. It's
What's
pretty
up?
good.
What's up with the new Nicolas Cage movie?
Nick Cage
Which
wrote
one?
it.
Yeah, what's Nick Cage up to now? We
I'll
have
tell
a
you
Nick
what.
Cage expert here.
Nick Cage just came out with a movie for the Halloween time. It's called Pay the Ghost. His little boy disappears on Halloween. He has to figure out what happened to him.
Can I
it was
watch
great.
It with you?
was a beautiful
You've
movie.
already seen it.
I'll watch it again.
Good. Cage-a-thon.
Are you a big Nick Cage
2016.
fan?
I have a Nicolas Cage pillowcase, so
You know, it
I'm
was,
not joking.
It was
No, he's not really.
I'm not joking.
several
I
years
absolutely
ago.
believe you.
Several years ago, I bought that same pillowcase as a gag gift for a girlfriend, and I was delighted when I found out that Nigel then went and got the same one.
I had it first. It was a gift.
He's like, they
from
make
a
those?
coworker for Secret Santa.
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
That's
And
awesome.
there's the proof.
It's a picture of Nick Cage
we only had
smiling
video
with his
uh,
hand on his chin.
If
Or
only
I'll
you could see
this.
it. Yeah,
That's
it's
ridiculous.
beautiful.
I never sleep
I
alone,
found
guys.
it.
It's
Okay.
like his fucking what's it called? An actor has
Like
those
a headshot.
Headshot.
Yeah.
It's like a headshot of Nick Cage.
Cage it up. I found the Spiritus Rectificawani.
Okay.
It's 192 proof.
And
So
what's
divide that by
Everclear?
half, and that's the ABV.
And it's 750 milliliters. That's the bottle, and you can get it for $16 online.
Boom.
That's
And what-
96% alcohol.
Isn't Everclear at like 190 or something?
Yeah,
I think so.
This is 96.
So it's just a little
ABV.
bit
Okay,
more than
what I would like to know is who's going over there to get it.
I can give you directions. It's right. It's
I
literally
don't
right
like
down
the
street.
crickets I'm hearing.
Well, I mean, we have all our wonderful fans over here.
Have you guys also ever heard of Louis? I think it's like the 6th.
Louis the 6th?
The 13th.
Yeah,
The
13th
candy?
whiskey.
Yeah, no, it's
Brandy?
I think
brandy.
I lost
Yeah.
track after the third.
Super expensive.
Yeah, it's I was in Chinatown actually not too long ago and decided to check out one of the just a liquor store, see what they had.
That place is cool.
And they had a bottle of King Louis for like $25,000 though.
Holy
Shit's
shit
expensive.
balls!
It was a
Who would
huge
spend the
bottle.
money?
How big?
I'm
is
sure
a
it was
huge
the only bottle there.
Yeah, it was the only bottle in the case.
Probably in.
Is the only bottle in the store. That's the only thing they had was this giant bottle.
Yeah, with it's like the Holy Grail. You know, they put it up on a fucking pedestal. and
It was
there's
like the bottle was like about like from looking at the monitor here, it was about like
3/4 of the monitor.
and
Okay.
about just as tall as it. Now I've heard they go like
About a foot
in
tall.
bars, yeah. In bars, the shots go for like $150.
Jeez.
It's
But
expensive,
what
but
bars
it's delicious.
that carry that.
Have you
Wow.
had it before,
That's-
Nigel?
Yes, of course.
What? How did you?
I'm a
acquire
whiskey
Cellars?
man. Look, I don't really want to talk too much about my personal life, but a woman bought me a shot of this. Because,
That's a lie.
It's not a lie.
He
It
used
is, though.
his
It
embezzled
is.
charity money.
Guys, I was just joking about those charities. They don't exist, but they should. And if you want to create it with me, you could find me on Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram, and we could get the ball rolling on those charities. But for the record, that tastes very good. I like good whiskey. I like good brandies. I like some scotch.
For $150
real
a
classy.
shot.
I mean, I would never pay for that.
it
no.
better be good.
Yeah, of course.
But it tasted smooth.
Oh, yeah.
So the unsigned band?
Well, with that,
Oh yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah,
Dave.
so if you could go on liquorbarn.com, they have that Spiritus
Liquor Barn.
for $16 plus shipping. So,
So wait, where is it from again?
Oh yeah,
Spiritus, Victor Piccowani?
Poland?
I don't know.
Poland.
A product of
Poland.
From
Poland is from Poland.
Of course.
Well, then
Ostrovia.
Lisa could set us up with it.
I'm sure she could. No
She's
joke.
a nice Polish lady, and she probably has ties with people who could
Polish
smuggle it
things.
over for us.
Polish mafia.
Smuggle it over. You can go get it down the street. What do you-
Oh,
You could smuggle it from
I
over
thought-
across the street.
Smuggle it from down the street.
I wasn't listening. I thought it was rare.
Smuggle it into the
Sorry.
bar. All right, well, rock and roll. Let's do the unsigned band pick. Woo woo.
What is it?
Unsigned band pick.
Who is it?
Woo woo.
Who is
The
it?
band's called.
We got to throw the sweeper in there.
No,
remember?
tell them who it is.
Is it a choo choo noise? That's the
Woo
name of the.
woo.
That's the name of the band.
No, we got.
What are we,
pause.
the Who?
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, this week from Budapest, we have the band Omega Diatribe or Diatribe. I'm going to say Diatribe. Is that what Nigel's saying?
Nigel
Omega?
Bravo. As an Englishman, I'd probably say it's Omega Diatribe.
From Budapest, we got a twofer for you tonight with the songs Abstract Ritual and Subsequent Phase. Let's do it!
around the sun. It's me sitting around the sun. It's me sitting around the sun. It's me sitting around the sun in a circle of abstract ritual.
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Woo! And we just heard all the way from Budapest, Omega Diatribe with the songs Abstract Ritual and Subsequent Phase. And we are still rocking here with Mordatorium tonight. We're here for a little bit more. A little more time. We got
Keys in Elmhurst.
Boom. And we got some more tracks to play from you guys too. But before we go into that, why don't you tell the world what you guys got? Any shows coming up?
Oh yeah, we got a beautiful show coming up. This is a gorgeous performance we're gonna put on. It's October 15th. It's a Thursday night in Chicago, Illinois. You come out. You come see Narcotic, one of the best Chicago death metal bands.
They
open
kick
up.
ass.
They kick fucking ass. They're beautiful. They kick ass. It's old school. It's beautiful. Then we play second, Mordatorium. We're going to kick your faces off, and we're going to stomp your guts into the gutter. I'm going to drink a lot of beer. I'm going to drink enough beer for everyone in the band because they don't drink as much as me. Whatever.
Wait. Hold up a minute.
Hold up. Well, hold
you
up.
got something
G.
to say, Jared?
Yeah, I got something to say.
What do you guys say?
Where are your shots at? And I'm the one who's going to be drinking them all.
You got to buy me these shots. Anyway, after us is Beyond Death. Beautiful band. Very good riffs.
Beautiful.
Very good people in it. And then Morbid Saints headlining. You come out. I don't know how much it is, but it probably is less than $10.
I think it might have been 12. I got to look it up again, but it was very affordable, I think.
Very affordable in today's world. And you come out and you will rock and roll all night, and we'll party every day.
And part of every day.
Well, yeah, like Paul Rudd says,
part
of every day.
Well, rock and roll. Well, we got some more announcements.
Question from the internet.
Oh, we got a question from the internet. Greg, what was question from the internet?
Okay, John Corston wants to know.
From Beyond Death?
Yeah, John Corson, the frontman from Beyond Death. You will see him at our show. Or Corston, if you prefer.
John Corston. I kissed him at Matt Wolf's wedding. That's a different
true.
story.
I've seen the pictures.
I think it's Beyond Death.
Death. With the hyphen.
There's a hyphen in
there
for some
absolutely.
reason.
Well,
anyways, he wants to know if there's ever too much pizza for your stashless face.
Now that actually, there's a special story there.
Okay.
But you go ahead and answer.
Quick answer is there's never enough pizza.
Exactly.
There is never enough.
The obvious
pizza.
answer. Cool story there is he would actually, during some of our earlier shows, he would show up and come backstage and bring us an enormous pizza from Bocce's. And I will love him for my entire life for doing this.
And those pizzas are monstrous.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, he's an amazing person.
I ate a bunch of deep dish pizza from Beggar's Pizza today, and it wasn't enough.
There's never enough pizza.
Well, but that's the joy. The joy is in the journey, not the destination.
I would sell my future children, and I would kill my future wife for more pizza. For enough pizza.
For enough pizza.
But that doesn't exist because there's never enough.
That's why he's the right guy for this band.
That, and I'm really good, and, I don't have to practice because I'm that good. It's funny because it's true.
Well, our friend Emma is actually working in a haunted house. It is the Halloween season, and I just wanted to ask her a few questions about what she's been doing and to do some promoting to help her little gig going and let us know what's been going on at the haunted house.
What's good?
So, Emma, tell us all the juicy details about where you're working and how can people go see you perform.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry about that. My throat's a little gone from performing, acting,
Screaming at people.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, I've been working over at the Rob Zombie Great American Nightmare over at the Odeum in Villa Park. It's held on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays up until I believe it's November 2nd. But yeah, you should come check it out. Definitely a good haunt to see. You get 3 different haunted houses to view. I'm specifically, the last time I was working, I was at the Devil's Rejects house. I was one of the cheerleaders getting killed by Otis, so that was very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so
And
I
what
don't know
are
how that ends.
what are the 3 themes this year?
The first one is the Devil's Reject. The other one is it's Clown School. And the third one is a brand new haunt called Haunt 31.
Which is Rob Zombie's newest movie coming out somewhat soon.
Yeah,
I don't know when,
unfortunately,
though.
I don't have all the details.
It's all good.
But yeah, it's definitely a great place. Check it out. I definitely say it's on a top list of Chicago go-to haunts.
And you know what's awesome is that it's at the Odeum, which is like
The backyard.
5 minutes away from here.
Yeah, it's right down Villa. The people are great.
And he
they'll
played
scare you
the other night too, right?
Yeah, he was actually in town on Friday and Sunday. Saturday, ICP was playing, but I started work on Sunday. So that was great, and I heard that ICP did put on a good show, but I heard Rob Zombie's show was amazing too. I was working in the haunt during the time. One of the cool things was we got to see him warm up, and that was just spectacular too. Such a great performer.
And Rob Zombie in the next town over in Villa Park at the Odeum is also pretty awesome because it's like, wait, Rob Zombie's playing in the next town over?
Yeah, it was
That's
really
sweet.
cool.
So you don't have to drive out to the friggin' city, pay the city parking, all that mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
It's in Villa Park.
How
It's
was the
so awesome.
turnouts?
Oh my God, it was really, really great. I only worked the one night, the Sunday, but there was a very big crowd, a lot of great attendance, and it was just such a blast. I definitely recommend people to come out and check it out.
Awesome. We'll definitely check out the Great American Nightmare Rob Zombie Haunted House in Villa Park, Illinois.
Fridays through Sundays.
Yeah. During your Halloween time. That's awesome. Thank you, Emma. Don't want to make you lose your voice.
Oh, no problem. And as far as the music front, there is some things in the works. So
Nice.
Hell yeah.
definitely we'll try to keep you guys updated.
Can't wait to hear it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, and have a great rest of the week.
Woo.
All right. Well, we've still got more Mordatorium to play. We're going to do another 2-4 here. So
A 2-4.
a 2-4.
What's a 2-4?
I don't fucking know.
A 2, maybe 4.
Maybe
song.
4. I don't know.
These 2 songs are so good, you're going to quit your job after you hear them.
Hell yeah.
What are they called?
That's it. I quit my job.
All
I'm
right.
done.
After you hear them.
After.
For these next 2 songs, we're gonna play a couple of what are the bonus tracks on the re-release. They
Never mind.
are 2 songs. 2 songs originally from our older album called The Dark Crusade, which came out 2011. That
I hope it's Demon.
I randomly we're playing both of them.
Oh, okay. I'll shut up now.
Why wouldn't you hope it's the other?
Are we doing What Is
Anyway.
Love?
No, that's on the only on the original release. Do you
Okay,
get that
good.
one.
I don't want to hear that.
The remaster here has different bonus tracks, and
What
so yeah,
the-
these are a couple of re-recorded tunes from the Dark Crusade, and one of them, the first one's Demon, which we've closed all of our shows with so far, and that's a cool one. The second song, Bloodlust, I'm very excited about because we will be playing it for the first time at our next show
On October
Thursday.
15th.
Woo!
So if you like it, you will get to hear us do it live finally very soon.
It'll be beautiful. You'll be in love with your life when you hear it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it.
I expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
And we are back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze. Webmaster Greg has been running most of the board tonight, but we had Rabbi Dave taking over at times. And
It's Rabbi Dave.
Is he a real rabbi?
Rabbi.
He
is actually.
Nice.
Funny story.
Could you marry me if I was Jewish?
He could.
He could.
Could
If
you
I
marry
was
me if I
Jewish.
was not Jewish?
Yes, he could.
He probably would do
That's-
it too.
That's
You
something.
can marry not
Does it
Jewish
have to be
people
a Jewish
too?
wedding?
I don't know. We'd have to have. We'd have to. Where did he go?
Could I
Is
walk?
there a requirement one person has to be Jewish at
Are,
least?
are you snipped?
Sadly,
I don't know if I want to say that on here.
Sadly, my genitalia has been mutilated by people that are older than me.
Anyways, we just heard a couple more tracks by Mordatorium. We heard Demon and Bloodlust. And Andrew, why don't you tell us a little bit about the background
It's
on those
pronounced
two tracks?
Matt Damon.
Damon. Well, those songs are much older than the rest of these ones we've been playing, I guess. Probably, I don't know, 5 years old now, 6 years old now.
They're all grown.
Now, Bloodlust I actually originally just wrote and wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, and I tried to get Panzer to play it, and they didn't want to because it was too hard.
Well,
that's too hard.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'll just leave that one there.
So it's fast. It's you hit a lot of stuff. There's a lot of notes in that song, and we are playing it now. So
Yeah, I learned it in 2 days. It's a cakewalk.
Yeah, I learned it in like 20 seconds. So
I work with some very good musicians here.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Hell yeah.
There is no myth. Nigel Bravo is entirely real.
I'm very real. You just ask someone who's ever touched my tricep meat. You know, stock's going up on tricep meat after how hard I've been working.
It's not how stock works, Nigel. You're introducing more supply into the market.
All right, well,
so
stock's
demand
going
goes
down, whatever, you know.
Then
I'm not
he's losing his muscle mass, and
Then
therefore it's in more need.
No, this
So-
muscle mass is going up.
It's going up.
How do I
then
invest
there's-
in Nigel tricep stock?
Well, wait.
Just look online.
You don't want to buy it now. You got to wait till he has one of those like lazy weeks. Then buy it up.
Don't have a lazy week. My schedule is rigorous and it's strong, and I don't give up.
Then you're gonna need a time machine. You're gonna need to buy his tricep stock like a year ago.
You can still buy it now because it's going to be more valuable as it goes up.
Okay, I'll have to do that.
Invest in my tricep meat stock.
I'll invest in your
Just like
meat
I should
stock.
invest in your charities.
Well, yeah, I haven't made those yet, but those are good ideas.
Those are great ideas.
Absolutely.
And tricep meat stock is another great idea.
Yeah, it is. I work very hard for this tricep meat I got going on, and I'm going to work even harder to make it even better.
Are
so.
you all tries, no buys?
I got some buys.
Okay, you got a little buy.
I'm wearing like some awkward.
Keyword little.
Little buy.
Little-
What about the tries? Or is it larger try than it is buy?
Oh yeah, triceps make your arms look way bigger. Bicep, you could get as big as you want. Still doesn't affect the visual look as much as triceps do.
Except when you're flexing.
But no,
But the triceps you use more though.
no.
Except when you're flexing.
Even when you're flexing, the triceps, you get your
The bicep
triceps.
bumps out.
No, you get your triceps to look bigger. Your arms look bigger. That's the way it works.
And they're
Trust me.
actually useful.
What are
I
some
don't
of
care about
these
that. I just work on my
exercises?
glamour muscles.
These
Yeah.
exercises that you've been doing?
Oh, I
Can you
go to the
describe them?
gym. I pay $10 every month to go to a gym called Charter Fitness in Beverly, Chicago. And I work out. I lift weights because it makes me play bass better.
Boom. Proven
You heard it here.
Proven fact.
That's
Look
how
look how sloppy I was before I went to the gym. Now look at me. I'm perfect.
Flawless.
Flawless victory.
Boom.
And that's the trick.
That's
to
why
playing
Manowar's
better
so
bass.
good.
Because their tries and buys are so
Look,
meaty.
I lost 70 pounds since the year started, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
What?
Yeah.
It's
I don't talk
true.
about my weight loss here.
70?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Getting
Nigel is
stronger
all-
every day,
all
son.
in the
Nigel
arms.
is even sexier now.
All in the arms.
All this party gut is going away. Sorry, ladies.
So what, you don't
Party
party,
guts
you don't
going
party
away.
anymore?
The
What?
gut's going, but the
Oh,
party
I
is
party.
not.
The party never stops. The party won't ever stop. I
Party-
just work
just
harder.
The gut is gone.
Party
after
hard,
the
son.
parties.
Oh,
After the
okay.
parties.
Party hard, son.
Yeah, I party hard every day of my life. You bet your boots. Bet them. I dare you. Bet those boots. You'll win twice as many boots.
I'm just wearing 5-year-old skate shoes.
Hey, Nigel, you still got the cake shoes on?
Oh. Okay. We got to tell this story, Jared.
Yes, we
I
do.
think you
we
should
brought
tell
it.
this
No,
story.
we brought no. Have Andrew bring it
Oh,
up.
all right. So, way back in a darker
We
time,
were just watching this video. This is
when
what's
we
funny.
when our drummer was a machine,
Worst day of my life.
an actual machine. We did do one show.
My 24th, right?
For
23rd.
Jared's 23rd
23rd,
birthday.
yeah.
And it was, these two guys did play on it, but it was kind of a musical chairs thing. There was different people playing
I
different
was
songs.
wearing a polo from the Coca-Cola company, like an employee, and we had this bit where me and my brother were wearing Coca-Cola shirts, like uniforms, and Andrew was like, Coca-Cola sent over these musicians to fill in.
Yeah, and little did everyone know that those were actually, that show was actually the tryouts. And since I like these two guys the most, they became the band after.
You made the cut.
You made the cut.
And a live basis.
Okay, cut that part out. I don't want to insult anyone.
Let's get to the cut of
Whatever.
the cake.
Yeah, let's get to that part. The cake. The cake
Yes.
that ruined my fucking shoes.
All right. So anyway, Jared's band Unsanctioned was playing later on in the night, and his mother brought a birthday cake in.
While we were playing a cover of Isis,
Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Jekyll and Hyde.
And I told her not to do it during the song. I said after the song, we'll bring the cake out. So she's been drinking. My mom is a very brutal metal.
He gets it from
mom.
somewhere.
She starts mosh pits. Let me put it this way. But anyway,
Ma,
she
stop
didn't listen to
starting
me.
mosh pits.
She was
Mom,
drinking
stop
a little bit.
moshing.
And so she brings this cake out during the song, and I'm like shaking my head while I'm playing this song, like no. It was like whatever, I'll just go with it, right? It's all lit up, and someone's filming, so she's like, oh, the camera, so she's holding the cake, and she's like giving the horns, like oh yeah, metal, and while she's giving the horns, the cake's up in the air, and she almost. Well, no, almost. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Poor Nigel just didn't see it coming.
The cake just slowly, just the angle of her hand just starts shifting over, and Nigel's right behind her, and he's unaware of this whatsoever. He's just enjoying the music, All of a sudden, the cake just slides off the cardboard right onto his feet.
While you were playing?
No, I was.
Oh, you were.
I was in the crowd.
Yeah, he was-
Jared's band was playing.
Yes.
And the cake falls from her hand on top of my beautiful white high tops, Reeboks, and oh my God, it was so hard to tie my shoes for like 8 months after that because there's still frosting in my laces. And I never washed them because I'm a metal man, and why would I wash my shoes?
Yeah, who washes their shoes?
There's actual video of this. I call it
Yeah,
the
that's
cake
the
is
best
a lie.
part. The
You
best
can
part
still
is that
watch
it
it.
is on video, and me and Jared were hanging out a few nights
She
ago, and
drops
we
the
watched
cake.
it again, and it was. I'm very happy.
What's
to have
funny is
seen it.
She
afterwards,
drops the cake right on my fucking shoes.
and you still wear them afterwards. Anyway, afterwards,
Only pair of shoes.
he's like picking the cake out of his shoes. He's picking it out of his shoes, and he comes up to me while I'm playing and like sticks his finger up to the mic, and I'm like, I want some cake, shit. So I have some cake right off of his finger.
He
off of the
eats his
floor
own cake
from
off
his
my
shoe.
shoes.
You make the announcement. You make the announcement after the song's over.
If
that
anyone wants
to
dirty
eat any,
cake,
yeah, any
there's
floor
plenty
cake.
of
Some all over my shoes.
My
Thankfully,
favorite.
there was still pizza left to eat.
Yeah.
My only
I didn't get any of that either. I was too.
My
too busy
only
having
pair of
fun.
shoes, and his fucking mom spills cake all over it.
And now every time I mention you, like, yeah, Nigel, she's like, oh yeah, the guy I dropped the cake on.
So you said this video is still up on the interwebs. Where can people find that?
I think he's got it on his Facebook, right?
Yeah, it's on my
If you dig deep
Facebook.
enough.
I'm not private or anything. I like to be public.
Add
and
Jared on
very,
Facebook.
Yeah, find him on Facebook. Go back like 2 years,
Yeah.
I
3
don't know.
years.
It's called the
Just
cake
look in
is
his
a
past
Liar.
videos.
You'll find it though.
Not
You'll
that
find
anyone really wants to watch this.
You'll
but
stumble on lots of other fun videos on your journey towards this one.
Can you share it on the Metal Experience Facebook page?
Yes,
Oh, for
please
sure.
do
I
that.
could probably do that.
That sounds
I
like a
could probably
great idea.
do-
This is probably the lowest point in my life, guys, and here you are trying to profit off it.
No, I want to see it actually.
Well, I don't think there's any like money being made.
Oh, well.
We should just end the show on that note of we've ended.
That
it
was
on
a terrible
Nigel's
way to end it.
lowest
Nigel's
point of his
like,
life.
lowest part of my life, my only pair of shoes.
My only pair of shoes ruined by fucking birthday cake by birthday boy's mom. All over my shoes.
Wait, what kind of cake was it?
Fuck if I know. I barely even had any.
Tasted like my shoes. That's what kind of cake it was. It's
Vanilla,
fucking,
chocolate,
it's fucking Reebok cake.
Nigel's
white
sweaty
frosting,
Reeboks.
So-
chocolate frosting, blue frosting.
Along with the floor.
I just got a mysterious text message from a number that does have a Chicago area code, but I don't know. It says, "Dude, I'm assuming this is Alex. I'm really sorry about being shit-faced the other night."
Here we go.
So what?
This is
How do
what
we
we need.
answer? I was gonna say,
Here's what you do.
I'm
You
afraid
say-
to say that this isn't Alex.
No,
but
say,
Be like,
say, hey man, you know this is Alex, but it's okay that you were super shit faced. You just got to give me back the money you stole.
And then say no.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna say, yeah, dude, I don't care that you were shit-faced, but give me my fucking money.
There you go.
oh
Say
my
that.
God.
But give me the fucking money you
stole
from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say that you stole.
Make sure you
from
put the word "stole" in there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Make him feel bad for the things he never did.
Oh my God! I stole money from you. I'm so sorry. How much you take?
And then tell him your PayPal address and have him PayPal it to
Nah,
you.
don't do that. Then you sound like a lame.
Yeah, except my PayPal is like my name.
It
is
doesn't
my
matter. He
email.
won't make that connection. This guy texted the wrong fucking number. This guy's a fucking
just
idiot.
tell him you'll. Just
He's
tell
a
him,
piece of trash.
just
We should
tell
throw
to
him in the
meet you
garbage
somewhere,
can.
and then no one will be there.
oh my
We do want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. I'm so sorry that we kept
It's so
rescheduling. It was chaotic us having to find a new place to broadcast from.
And
We
once
made it,
again,
though.
Where
You
can
did.
everyone find everything that is Mordatorium and the shows you guys got coming
At
up?
my house.
October 15th, Thursday, Live Wire, Chicago. Great show. That's the show.
Look us up
that's
on
the
look
only
us up
one we
on
have booked right
Facebook.
now.
Look us up on Bandcamp. Look us up on YouTube.
That's it.
Boom.
And then we still got 2 more tracks to end the night with tonight.
Yeah, what do you guys want to play going out? Let me pass you the CD. See what we haven't
Well,
played
let's
yet.
see. We're starting to run out of songs.
Say it in a metal voice.
The track number 2 I know we haven't played yet.
Oh yeah, we should do that one.
What is it in the metal
This
voice?
next song is called
The Abomination.
It's called The Abomination, all right?
Hey, mate, that's not metal. That's
It's
British.
totally fucking metal,
Oh,
isn't
that-
it?
Oh, no. Hey, where?
And then the last song is called The Poison Atmosphere.